Hello everybody and welcome to a new Polo WoW video. I am Polo, and before we begin I would just like to say thank you very much to all of you who watched my previous video about my live reaction to the Nintendo Switch presentation a couple of days ago. I am not a YouTuber, so I do not upload videos that often. I just began uploading videos about World of Warcraft, Nintendo, video games, and I also have other channels about astronomy and bicycles. However, like you, I also have a job, I go to work, I am a teacher, I am a musician, I play in a rock band, I go out with friends and stuff. So it's very hard to find spare time to edit videos, prepare them, record them, get them ready, upload them, and share them with the rest of the world. So to all of you people who have been doing this for a very long time, and to all of you who are just beginning like me, you all know how great, how good it feels to receive your first views and your first likes of your videos. I mean, to get to know that people have watched your videos, but to receive 20 views, 50, 100 views is just amazing. So thank you very much everybody, and I'm hoping to upload much more videos as often as possible. So enough about this sentimental journey, let's begin. So a couple of days have passed since the Nintendo Switch presentation, and my mindset is still the same. I'm 50% and 50%. 50% of me wants to buy the Nintendo Switch right now, and 50% doesn't. I'm gonna first cover the gloomy part of it, and then we're gonna talk about that other 50% that is a huge part. So first of all, $300 for a console without a game included in the package, it's not that cool. Especially when coming from a very bad home console experience like the Wii U was. Nintendo should be a little bit more humble, like when the 3DS came out and it didn't do that good, but Mr. Satoru Iwata, may he rest in peace, he did a great humble thing, recognizing their mistakes and lowering the price of the console almost to the half and cutting some of their salaries to half. I mean, that was a huge gesture. A lot of people took notice of it. I mean, a lot of us took notice of it, and we bought the system, and now it's one of the many successful Nintendo consoles out there. So you would think that after the Wii U, Nintendo will try to win people over, doing some kind of similar thing. But charging $300 without including any games, without including any tech demos like the Wii Sports or Nintendo Land, which by the way you do have. I mean, that 1-2 switch game is just a collection of minigames that showcase what the Joy-Con controls can do. It showcases what your console is capable of. And you're not including it on the package. You have to make us pay $50 more in order to get that game. I mean, imagine that all the games were sold out and we managed to get our hands on a console. We paid $300 to do nothing. That's not cool, Nintendo. I mean, right now, you have plenty of people who are convinced to buy your console. In fact, there's a very strange and huge phenomenon happening right now. I mean, have you seen something like this? Or this? Or this? Or even that? I mean, pre-orders are flying out. It's getting sold out all over the place. I haven't got a chance to go to a retailer myself. They say that the internet pre-order system is a bit different from what you can get in store, in a physical store. I haven't got a chance to go there, but this is insane. I remember way back when the Wii U came out, I went and visited different stores the day previous to the launch, the day of the launch, and after the launch of the system, and I would always see a lot of Wii U boxes sitting right there, waiting for someone to grab them, and no one was even asking for the console. Hell, no one was even playing at the console kiosk put there on the store. So right now we have a different scenario. Nintendo has the hype. It has the momentum. However, are they taking advantage of it? I am not sure. I'm one of those people who, I am a fanboy, I am a Nintendo fanboy, I own all the consoles except for the Wii U. But I'm still not convinced to buy that system. Even if I do have another 50% of myself that wants the console right now. And that 50% is called The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Legend of Zelda is my favorite franchise of all time, and it will always be. And still, that huge game that we know it might be the game of the year, I know it's going to be the best selling game ever, we all know that it's the most ambitious game Nintendo has ever done, it's not enough to pay $300, to make us pay $300, and then another extra $60 to play just that one game, and then nothing else for a very long time. Granted, we do have a new Mario which looks awesome and I want to play it, and another Xenoblade 2. But besides that, and we were all hoping for more. We were all waiting for much more support from third-party developers. I mean, we all know that the console could be incredible, but what makes the console successful and last are the games. So, we need more games, Nintendo. All the things you showed us up till now has not been enough to convince a lot of us. So, the point of this video is to discuss a couple of things that I believe Nintendo should do in order to improve this situation. So imagine yourself sitting on a meeting right now in Nintendo Japan or Nintendo US, wherever, and you have all these big wigs, these executives, talking about what has happened, where are they now, and what can they do to improve the situation. So put yourself right there, and you have the president on the table, talking to you directly. Okay guys, so we just came from the Nintendo Switch presentation. We're doing not so bad. A lot of pre-orders have been sold right now all over the world. However, we still have millions of people who are not convinced about the system. In fact, they are stating that it sucks and they're going to wait for something else. What can we do? If I were a Nintendo executive, I would say exactly this. Guys, what we need to do is, first of all, immediately, like right now, like yesterday, we need to have a Nintendo Direct or a live presentation or an official Nintendo YouTube video, whatever, but right now, upload it to the internet, let everyone know that we're announcing something, and you will begin the video with a new Nintendo Switch trailer. On that trailer, you're going to show a guy or a girl just walking around, you know, going to school or to work or wherever, to the bus station, to the airport, whatnot, and he will be wearing his headphones. He will be rocking to some tunes. And at some point, the camera will zoom in to inside his back, where he will introduce his hand to his back to press some buttons and change the songs, or lower or something the volume. And then on the zoom in, you will find out that it's not his phone or his smartphone or his MP3 player, it's the Nintendo Switch. Then he will get it out because he was, I don't know, he was getting ready to change the album or the playlist or whatever, and you will then zoom in to see the software included on the system that allows you to play all your songs included on your microSD card. Which, by the way, some details at the side will state that it can uphold up to 2 terabytes of information of microSD cards. After that, he will arrive to his destination, maybe get in a bus, get on the plane, or arrive to the airport, wherever. He will sit down and prepare himself to watch a couple of videos. Maybe something he has on his microSD card, some movies, some sitcoms, or maybe to get inside the internet, get on the internet and watch videos on his Netflix subscription. And the camera will once more zoom in to the system and show us the interface, the program, the software that allows you to play videos, allows you to browse the internet, to watch videos on YouTube, on Netflix, to watch videos from your microSD card. Show us what the system can do. Show us what it can do. All the things you haven't talked about yet. The Joy-Cons, we know about that. The system and some of the things the price, you already talked about that. No. Show us and talk about all the things you haven't talked before. I'm sorry. After that, you will talk about the games you haven't talked about before. You haven't shown us. You did say on your presentation that you have 80 games being made for the system right now. So show us a little bit more. We know about Mario, Zelda, Xenoblade, and Mario Kart, and Splatoon 2, and some other games, but give us more. Remember, you are trying to justify those $300 to all of us who are not convinced to buy your system. So you need to show us a little bit more to convince us that for that price tag, $300, we're going to be okay with that system for a while. So talk about all those games. Show us some surprise trailer of what games are Capcom bringing to the system. Ubisoft, Konami, Retro Studios, Telltale, whatever, something. Give us some more surprises before the launch of the system. And then at the end of the video, talk a little bit more about the online service, but give us good, surprising details. If it's true that Nintendo's listening to what we want, then you should know what we want. We don't want to keep paying $5 for the same Nintendo and Super Nintendo games we have been buying since the Virtual Console on the Wii system and on the DS system. We don't want to do that again. Please make a system where you will, I don't know how you're going to do it, but that you don't make us buy those games over and over and over, and we will be able to share that account with all the Nintendo systems and give us some plus. And don't charge that much for the service on the whole year. And show us the interface. Make it look like a very friendly one. Like something that we really want to do while we wait for our next games to come out. That will be very interesting. And at the very end of the video, have one of your top Nintendo representatives, maybe Shigeru Miyamoto, maybe Reggie, maybe that other guy who was the main character of the presentation, I'm sorry I forgot his name, stating that we'll have to stay tuned because more Nintendo Switch news are coming our way. So, see you then. That's what you have to do, Nintendo. Give us a good reason, justify why you're charging $300 for that console with no games included. You have to do that. We are all Nintendo fanboys and we are waiting for more. Believe me, we want to buy the console, but you need to help us out a little bit. That will be all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, and if you have any other comments about the subject, please state your comments down below. Like the video if you liked it, and subscribe to our channels if you want to see more content about Nintendo, World of Warcraft, and other video games. Thank you so much for watching. This is Polo from Polo WoW, signing out. Peace!